It's kind of peaceful. Sometimes it's sad. That feeling is called loneliness. But that's when you're alone, without yourself. You can't be lonely if you love yourself. If you ever feel like you're alone and protecting your peace so much, but you still feel sad deep down inside, even though you're in what you call peace, it means you really just don't love yourself enough. But sometimes it's not always your fault. When I think about people and being surrounded by people, maybe friend groups, mutuals, acquaintances, strangers even, people come into your life for seasons and reasons. Now, this may be a quote that may be thrown around a lot, but I never knew of this quote being an actual thing until it actually happened to me in real life, and I was like, why does everyone leave? And I searched it up, I read a few books, and I came upon this quote that people come into your life for seasons and reasons. And it really did just make sense to me. Because once their purpose is done, they leave. Some stay for a really short amount of time, while others stay for what seems like forever. But it's just maybe a long season. No one really stays forever. The only person who stays forever with you is yourself. You kind of have to accept that. No one will ever care much about you as much as you care about yourself. No one will ever do as much for you as you do for yourself. You are the only constant in your life, from the beginning till the end. Sometimes it's hard to accept that. It was really hard for me to accept it. It took me around 3 years of heartbreaks and friendship breakups and whatnot to realize that it's okay if people leave, because in the end, I'm not losing myself and I'm still there for myself, and that is the only thing that matters. Sometimes you may feel like you need a big group of friends, or you don't want to do things alone, but then you might risk being with the wrong group, leading your energy to be sucked out or feeling left out. I've dealt with that way too many times. So, wouldn't it be better to just be alone? You know, there is always an inner monologue telling you to be your best, most authentic self. But will you ever really reach your full potential? I mean, think about it. Probably not, because you'll always be growing. And so will the people around you, the people you know. At times in my life when I've been the most raw and authentic self, unapologetically myself, I've found people who truly vibe with me, but it's rare. It's really rare. And as I've said before, and as you may expect, these people who really vibe with me also vibe with me for a certain amount of time before taking their leave. You need to remember that this is your life and everyone else around you is side characters. But in the end, this isn't a real TV show where people get casted for a certain amount of seasons. And once they're done, they leave. No, this is real life, and people can leave when they want to, and you can't control that. People often say it's lonely at the top. As you grow, you will outgrow people, and they might outgrow you. Some people never grow, or grow slowly, or just sit in rejection of growing out of who they were in the past. And they dislike seeing others around them evolve and grow because they feel like it's something that they lack the ability to do. So, if this ever happens to you, or you ever face this with anyone around you, and they might act out on it or say something kind of like backhanded, you need to know to never take it personally. Sometimes you're meant to be alone for a period. to learn a lesson. You can't control others and how they think about you. You can only control yourself and how you feel and react to certain situations. At some point, I realized that everything around me happens for a reason. Find peace in being alone. Remember that you're never truly alone in this world. Sometimes you're just alone in your head. There are so many people around you, family around you, friends, and if you feel like you truly have no one, there is always a God or the universe. They are always with you. It's silent, but always there. If you ask me, being alone is a gift, so use it wisely. Don't focus on the lack of people or community, but the abundance of peace, time, and the quiet to find yourself, and look at where the grass is greener, no matter how corny it may seem. Don't let loneliness drive you back to toxic people. You shouldn't drink poison just because you're thirsty. If you've ever felt like this, do share your experiences in the comments below. And the last thing I can say is just live in the moment. And remember, alone or not, you are going to be okay.